conferences are parent conferences that are planned and conducted by the students. Teachers become facilitators, and students are held accountable for the work that they're doing in all of their core classes. Students are actually given a worksheet that helps them plan for their own conference. They are asked to evaluate each core class by identifying their strengths and their weaknesses in those classes. They are also asked to develop 3 academic goals that they can work towards for the second marking period. Teacher facilitation is crucial during this planning time. Meeting with each student for progress, clarification, and elaboration is critical. Students cannot simply say they do not have any strengths or weaknesses. And this is where the teacher has to have that one-on-one conversation with each student.
Strengths. That was really hard to think of.
Why?
I have no strengths.
No. Now look, if you did well on your essay, then you have a strength, okay? So it's just a matter of finding your strength, because just saying to your parents, oh, I did great on the essay. Well, weren't there many parts to the rubric?
Yeah.
Okay, so pulling out the rubric and actually saying, oh wow, look, I got all perfect scores in this area because that's something I excel on, okay? That's what you want to focus on. So you want to give examples, and if that means you have to pull out a rubric or pull something up online, you have to do that.
Students cannot be totally left alone to do their own planning. They need teacher direction to make sure that they are well prepared to meet with their parents. On the day or evening of the conferences, students are expected to come to their conference with their parents and to have their Chromebooks. Parents and child will sit together and go through the worksheet and the evidence that the student has to show their parents. Any other information that needs to be shared with the parent comes from the students. One component that makes student-led conferences successful is that teachers are still available to the parents and should be available for any further questions or concerns. Teachers are not to be in the hallway or at their computers. They should be floating around the room, making themselves available to both parents and to students. A benefit to student-led conferences is that you can have multiple conferences happening at one time in your classroom. Parents overwhelmingly agreed that student-led conferences were a better way to hear about their child's progress. Who better knows about their child's progress than the child himself? Questions that parents had about a certain class could be answered right there and then by the student. And most parents commented that they really don't sit down and discuss their child's work, progress, and grades at home. It also holds the students accountable for their grades, class issues, and progress. Students must be ready to defend their grade to their parents and tell them why they struggled in certain areas. And no one can do this better than the student.